but I do not know who will read them. Nobody can read these days but the priests of the White God and those they teach. My mother was old-fashioned even in her own day in insisting that all her children could read and write. She was born in the days when the Vincans still ruled. When I was a child, she was much given to praising the virtues of civilization and peace, two things the Vincans brought to our island and which my lord Urdo fought to restore, which he did restore. The peace we built in Tir Tanagiri lasted, despite everything. This is still our land, and I am still lord of these few families, these little fields. My people come and go in peace. The flocks safely graze. So I do not write for my great-nephew and his friends, or for the children of the estate. These days lords' children learn honor, and farmers' children learn the land. None of them can read. I do not write for the priests. I have been a worshipper of the radiant sun all my days, and although I respect what my king did in accepting the white god into our land, I have small liking for the priests and their ways. I do not write for the living, who care too much and not enough, or for the dead, who may care but who cannot reach me. I shall write for any in the future who care about us, our little kingdom, and our ways. I shall write small, in neither the harsh Jarnish tongue nor the old language of the farmers, which was my own first language. I have lived to see those languages change, and I do not think that change is over yet. I shall write in the clear Vincan I learned from my parents. It is most likely to last without changing, and it is, after all, my mother always told me, the language of literature. When I have finished, I shall seal my writing in clay and set on it the holy seals of the sun in splendor, Lord of light, and of the shield-bearer, Lady of wisdom. Then I shall cast it into their protection for those to find who may. If you are reading these words, then I pray that these two gods have guided you to them. Further, I pray that the names of those you read about in these pages will not, even after all that span of time, be entirely forgotten. I know he would have freely given all his word fame to make the peace. All the same, there is a wistful hope in me that if there is any justice, my king's name will still be a trumpet blast in 1,000 years. 1. The King's Peace. 1. First came the Tanagans, hop along, hop along. Then came the Vincans, dance along, dance along. Then came the Jarnsmen, run along, the gold-headed Jarnsmen to chase you all home. Children's Step Game. If I had been armed on horseback, I could have taken them all out. Even afoot, I could have made a good showing with a sword. Hand to hand, I think I could have given one of them a fair match, for all they were full-grown men, and I, at 17, had not quite all my woman's growth. I was already veteran of 10 years' training, and one brief battle against raiders the year before. I was strong, not just strong for a woman, but strong by any measure. These were but common Jarnish ship raiders, all but untrained in land fighting like most of their kind. They had not spent their childhoods as I had, lifting weights and swinging staves to develop their strength and speed. But here I was alone and unarmed, and there were 6 of them. Worst of all, they had taken me unawares. I was on my way home from one of the little farms that lay in those days inland about 5 miles, well within my father's lands. One of the farmers was ill, and my mother had sent me with a healing potion and a hymn to sing over her bed. I had stayed to teach the woman's son that hymn, which was needful to help keep up his mother's strength. He had a liking for tunes, so while I was there, I taught him a few other lesser hymns to the radiant sun, 2 of them my own translations into the tongue of the people. The farmers in those days had their own names for the gods we all worshipped. Few indeed had heard of